And we are back on the WHHI-TV Daily News. Wendy Cummings, who is a school nurse for Cross Schools, is here, and it is kind of at the tail end a little bit, but it is Anti-Bullying Awareness Month, and Wendy is here to talk to us a little bit about that today. So Wendy, let's kind of jump in with, let's define bullying, because we hear this term a lot. It's thrown around everywhere, but it's still a really important conversation piece and starter and topic. So let's define it.
Absolutely. So what is bullying? Bullying is really unwanted aggressive behavior that involves a real or a perceived power imbalance, and it's usually repeated. That behavior is repeated over and over again. So a one-off incident may or may not be bullying. It just may have been someone having a bad day. But that is really the definition that they have put together. And so what I really wanted to focus on today is, how do you talk to your child about bullying? When do you talk to your child about bullying? Right. And really and truly, it sounds super simple, but you want to start talking early, and you don't have to specifically talk about bullying and you even use that term. But we are a busy society now. Parents are busy as ever. So just having thoughtful conversations and thoughtful chats with your child every day, asking them some of the simple questions. What's the funniest thing that happened to you today? What was the best and worst part about your day? What new thing did you learn about a friend today? What would you change about today, if anything? Just simple questions. And the reason to have those questions is you are starting a conversation. You are building a trust with your children or with your child that will hopefully allow them to feel even more comfortable. And it sounds crazy to think that of course my child's going to trust me. I'm their parent. But when they aren't sure what's going on, or they feel singled out, or they're having some struggles, you want to be sure that they are used to having those kinds of conversations with you and that they can come to you.
Yeah. Well, especially if somebody's saying to them, you better not tell, you better not say anything, I'll make it worse,
Exactly. So just having those simple conversations every day. Again, not even bringing up the term bullying. Now, when you do need to start maybe talking about bullying, you want to do so, you can just do so in a general way, asking simple questions. I've heard a lot about bullying, or I've been hearing something about bullying going on at your school. Have you heard that? Do you know what they might be talking about? If it's something that you're thinking is happening on an electronic device, yeah, maybe bring up the term cyberbullying. And do you know what that is? Do you know what you would do about it, or how would you approach it if that happened? And as with anything, we want to remember to keep those conversations age appropriate, right, discussing at whatever depth we deem necessary at their particular age. But getting their feelings and finding out how they're feeling and what they're thinking about it. Now, if they do tell you that they have been bullied, some steps that you would need to take would be finding out as much as you can from them what they perceive the bullying to be, who they perceive to be doing that bullying. Have there been past conflicts? Is this something new? Have you heard this other student or child's name repetitively in a positive or a negative way? Did it happen before? Are they worried that it's going to happen again? Do they feel unsafe? Always a key piece. Do they feel unsafe? And if so, what would make you feel safer? Of course, you don't have to have your child's permission, but especially as they get older, giving them some sense of control. Would you be okay if I talked to your teacher about it? Have you spoken to your teacher, or have you spoken to anyone about it? Can we do that together? And then taking that next step. Perhaps it's a childhood friend and you're very close with the parents, and just talking with that parent to say, hey, this is what my child's telling me. Has your child mentioned anything? Sometimes it's just as simple as a misunderstanding, but really communication is going to be key, and getting much information before you jump to, because I think as parents, we tend to want to protect our child, obviously, and the mama claws come out and we want to fix it, but we often just need to get more information.
Well, Wendy, thank you for being here today. Obviously, it is a very important topic of conversation. Thank you for giving us a place to start that conversation and some tips on how to handle it. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
And we'll be right back, so don't go away.